Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Sunday frequency meditation. Whether you're listening to this Sunday evening or you are listening to it another time, we're all going to come into the same space right now. So let's just arrive here together. And again, whether it's at the close of a week that you've already lived, you've already navigated, already shaped by moments that began long before we consciously track them, or if you're in your mid-work week, reflect on all those activities that already were shaped by movements before the mind thought about it. So there's an intelligence in the body that adjusts in real time. It's often before thoughts form, before it forms a narrative about what's happening. Tonight's title is When Life Moves First. So this transmission tonight rests inside that principle to explore how life begins in movement, how the body recognizes it instantly, and how participation happens naturally when orientation is clear. So as we settle here, let's all take a deep breath in. Really feel that air coming into your lungs. It brings you into your body. Can't stress how important it is if you're looking for a awareness to a higher version of you. We need to be in our body for clarity. And just let's settle here. There's nothing to prepare, nothing to achieve. Just simply notice what's already underway. And then taking another deep breath in, opening your eyes if your eyes are closed. Look around your environment, everything in that environment outside of your body. Just observe it. And then with that, close your eyes and come back into this inner environment, everything within the body. Notice the body, how it's supported by the surface beneath it. Even you can observe the weight descending gently through bone and muscle into something really steady, really dependable. I think there's a natural downward settling through the legs or hips, a quiet receiving of gravity. And that doesn't require any correction. The spine rises in response, not through effort, but through relationship. Vertebrae stacking in a way that feels organized and alive. The head balances as lightly. Your neck is free, the shoulders are hanging with their own weight. Your breath is moving in a steady rhythm, with your chest widening, your belly softening, your ribs expanding, and then it returns again. So this is all happening. This is always happening without your mind focusing. Nothing here needs adjustment. Balance is already happening. There's a subtle sway through the body. It's almost invisible. A continuous dialogue with gravity. Your ankles refine position, your knees soften and respond, hips recalibrate. Those micro adjustments occur with such precision, and there's such an intelligence. And that's what we're going to tune into. tune into that intelligence that the body has. It doesn't wait for instructions. It listens and responds instantly. There's no debate. There's no story attached to it. And this responsiveness is constant. It's effortless. It's exact. So just by staying with this sensation of the body, the alignment, the natural alignment it has, it reveals even a deeper truth. Just breathing in. That alignment precedes analysis. Movement begins, and the body meets it without hesitation. So let's just stay here right now and let that sink in as we're also shifting Ekotobobo in a different place, in space, in time. If you don't understand that, it's okay. It'll come to you. Instead of me telling you that intelligence that we're going to tune into, so we're aware of it, that's what directs your movement. So everything is revealed to you. And as some of you have noticed, sometimes I'll make some sounds. What this is, just to keep it really grounded, not woo-woo, that these tones arise from a layer of awareness that sits much deeper than thought and personality. And when my system is highly coherent, sounds form naturally from that level. It isn't performed, it's not constructed, it's not thought out or rehearsed. Excuse me. It just comes to me. I get out of the way. What it is, it emerges as a direct expression of organized consciousness moving through the body. We can all do that in one way or another, whatever form that presents itself. I didn't create it to come. And most importantly, how does that affect you? So as you remain present, while the sounds move, your own system begins to organize in response. So the tones act as an orientation cues, helping your nervous system settle, align, and recognize coherence. Much more quickly than language alone can, so that's why it's sounds. It's not sentences, it's not languages. And it's something important that it's not another source, it's me, it's my source, and they don't add anything to you. They simply reveal and amplify the coherence that's already available within you. And as you get more familiar in the harmony and the rhythm of them, it will bring you into that more concise point. So there is a clearer transmission between you and that wholer version of you, which is what everyone's seeking. And this is how I do it. So let's just stay here right now. Coming into our sphere, that center part in our brain. Just notice the left side, notice the right side, and then come back centered. Like it's our launch pad, our control system. It's home. It's where we are the clearest, the most stable in space and time. And as I help you, help yourself shift, just notice your inner environment, how that changes. Observe it. No judging, no analysis, just observing. It seems to be getting quieter, stiller, less internal chaos. And bringing your body into this inner environment so we don't separate ourselves. We're fully present in our body, in density, an expression of that wholer version of you. Not in competition, not seeking, but actually being an expression in physical form. And as this transmission moves through, the sense of ground becomes clearer, that contact between the body and the surface might feel more defined, dependable, calmer. Notice, for some of you, it's the first time you've actually noticed your body parts. Notice the spine, how it feels. How it's upright and relaxed. It's not held. It's just simply more organized. There's a system. And your breath, it continues with even timing. And as we do that, we just bring in this awareness for you, that bringing a lid understanding. So it comes from within you. And that stability does not come from griping or managing, but from relationship and orientation. We'll go deeper into that for you who don't understand that right now. Another deep breath in. So, life mirrors this same pattern. In our daily life, notice how conversations unfold, schedules shift, plans evolve. And often the body adjusts before the mind even comments on this. There's a turn in dialogue happens and posture shifts automatically. Or maybe a change in pace occurs. Breathing, it adapts immediately. And this seamless adaptation is natural. It's been operating since the earliest days of standing and walking. That intelligence. The body knows how to respond because responding is its design. It's built in. Those are the programs that we have. So just staying here, letting this, I feel like this wave of a gentle expansion of awareness come through. Not a big aha, not a big stars and whistles and the big performance. But you'll find that this communication with this intelligence, it's very still, calm, quiet. There's no performance. As mentioned, it's like a gentle expansion of awareness. You'll notice that your face will soften, your jaw releases. Eyes just start resting easily, whether they're open or closed. Your hands feel warm, available. There's a readiness, yet there's an ease, not tension. And this is when we're in the moment in our body, we start to become aware, we start to listen. There's this background static noise that our body is always stands prepared through alignment. It's not anticipation. What this is participation without strain. So as we stay here, just a little bit in silence, just really allowing this embodied timing to reveal itself. Nothing we do here is about me telling you or studying or writing down notes. It's all experiential, that intelligence revealing itself to you. Because as you take a deep breath in, you're in the right position right now to receive it with clarity. We can always return to our sphere. And just staying and observing and noticing what comes to you without all those stories attached to it. Just by being aware of all these inner movements that are happening in our body, we notice how movement begins before the narrative forms. A hand reaches before explanation. Weight shifts before analysis. And a word, sometimes unfortunately, leaves the mouth before evaluation. So the body leads and awareness follows. And when orientation's clear, timing feels almost effortless. And there's an embodied that spreads quietly through the torso. This simple recognition that life is already in motion and participating. And our participation is already occurring. So taking a breath in and just observing the rhythm of your body, observing the rhythm. There's no rush inside this rhythm. Nothing needs acceleration. Nothing requires restraint. Actually, stillness and motion, alternate fluidity. The body lives inside this alternation constantly. Even now, tiny adjustments continue. The breath subtly refines. The spine subtly reorganizes. Maybe your feet subtly press and release. This constant recalibration is not dynamic. It's precise. It's steady. This intelligence. There's no error. Very unlike the filters of our mind that keeps portraying. As this dysfunctional system, taking a breath in, so we can see from our body how there's an intelligence that is not dependent on our mind for movement. It's guided with precision. And we start in our body because we are our body. We're here. There's nowhere else in this density that we're supposed to be. So with everything, always start in your body The breath is very efficient at breathing, at bringing you back into your body by noticing the breath. And let's bring this out now into life. Life operates in the same way. A message arrives, a door opens, an opportunity shifts direction, a chance encounter changes your timeline, all before the mind. Clarity appears only after movement has already begun. And as pointed out, the body's intelligence reveals that movement itself carries information. Same with everyday occurrences in our daily life. And what this awareness does, staying present with this principle, it allows trust to deepen. Trust not as a belief, but as observation. You can feel how coordination emerges naturally when your orientation, when you're centered, when you're in your body in the moment, is stable. And then just taking another deep breath in right now. Feeling the liveliness in the body, just observing it as that guardian. The vast intelligences that are all active right now without your awareness, just so you can do exactly what you're doing. Sitting, lying, whatever you're doing, listening to this meditation. Tune into that. It will reply. It's a relationship. Like everything's a relationship. It takes commitment, discipline. Giving, respect. And again, observe the steadiness in the body, how it remains unmistakable. And from that steadiness, the field of your day begins to open without you having to reach for it. The legs remain connected to the ground. The spine carries its natural lift. Your chest is open, receptive. Breath continues in an even, generous rhythm. Nothing needs to be added. This alignment is a clear vein through which the wider version of you is already communicating. And when we're here in this present orientation, even bringing a more coherence to where you're positioned, transmission's clean. There's no distortion created by anticipation, that future moment. There's no interference from over-management. There's just simple contact, which is what everyone at the end in is looking for, whether it's packaged as relationships or money or opportunities, possibilities, personas, longevity. Beneath all of that is really the desire to connect, to have contact. So from here, just notice as we breathe in how daily life does not sit outside this state. It arises within it. The next conversation, the next instruction, the next decision does not require a new strategy. What happens is that it emerges through the same channel you're stabilized in now. The intelligence that organizes your posture is the intelligence that organizes your words. The intelligence that adjusted your balance before thought. It's the same intelligence that adjusts timing before analysis. So when you remain embodied, Isuta, you're not waiting for guidance. You're already inside it. And that's what we do here. Is you are inside the system, the intelligence. You're it. You become it. There's no asking. There's no giving. There's just clarity. It's before all the religions were created. It's before the concept of what a human is in all its different forms. Were created. It's your pure blueprint. It's your origin, who you are. That intelligence that created all of it. And that's what we want to connect with. When you have access to that, there's no need for third parties. There's no need for spirit guides. There's no need for gurus. There's no need for gods, mantras, how you dress, how good of a person you are, how many people you help. Those are all stories. We go before that. I just consider how often today movement has preceded explanation. How even today, without awareness, this intelligence is always there. It's just your awareness is not there. That's the human challenge. Not about a connection. We're always connected, or else you wouldn't be here. But we're not always aware of that connection. So with this intelligence that operated today for you, you stood before deciding how to stand. You replied before constructing, if you like, a full internal script. Even uncertainty began moving you towards clarity before you could name it. So life doesn't pause until the mind completes its evaluation. Fortunate for us, it moves, and awareness catches up inside that movement. And that movement is not random, it's coherent. It's informed by the whole of you. When you're present in the body, the transmission from that wholeness remains uninterrupted. The problem is, as we breathe in, as we start to have a different reference point of who we are here in body, The problem is very few people remain embodied. Simply put, in the present moment in their body. Most people are in that next moment. Perhaps you are. There's no clarity in that next moment. So just staying here, feel the difference between control, needing to be in that next moment so you can control what's coming, and orientation. Control tightens around imagined outcomes. Orientation stays in contact with what is actually occurring in the present moment. And that wholer version of you, that spirit, that God, whatever you label it, it's only available in the present moment because there is only the present moment. The rest is an illusion. As we breathe in, we let that land And there's something deeply practical in this recognition. The body, it never demanded perfection before taking a step. It organized, adjusted, and moved. Daily life operates in the same way. We really do not need to hold every variable in place. Just remain in contact with the present moment so the transmission stays clear. From that clarity, action arranges itself. Words assemble themselves. Direction becomes evidence within motion rather than before it. The synchronicities are all activated because we're getting out of the way of our distorted view of what will come. And just allow this understanding to settle, but without turning it into another task. You can listen to this meditation again, especially now that you experience some of the vibrations. But whether you listen to it again or not, just let this all integrate naturally. The ground still supports you, the spine still rises, the breath still moves. Within that embodied awareness, the wider intelligence of your life is already active. The next moment will arrive, and you'll meet it as naturally as you have met, well, this one. So nothing addition is required. It's all being done for you. And we're just getting into that position so we can start to have that clarity, that vision, if you like, so we can start to actually start watching our own movie of life where we star in it. Instead of always sneaking into those other cinemas, watching other people's movie, or our own very distorted movie where we're anything but center stage. So I'll leave you all here. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you next Sunday.